Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we're going to do a reading for Capricorn, and the pre-shuffle from the Hidden Truth Oracle is I Want You, and I want to feel that way again. Sorry, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to dive in with the tarot and see who's feeling this way, but let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Hi, Danny. Welcome, welcome. All right, you guys, let's see. I think we want the Egyptian tarot to begin. So this is for Capricorn specifically, but I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a new love situation. So if you're trying to figure out what's going on in an existing relationship in your Capricorn, this may not be ideal, but I'm going to go through another round of the 12 astrological signs here, probably starting tomorrow. We have the High Priestess in the reverse, so I feel like there's some sort of surprise or secret that you are going to find out about in the next couple of days. We have the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords in the reverse, and Strength in the reverse. So you've got somebody here that is a little bit preoccupied by basically being a little too insecure or a little too weak to approach you the way they wanted to or the way they know they should have. So this is somebody who maybe is a little bit intimidated by you. Maybe they want to say that they have a thing for you, but they don't know how you'd react. But I do, again, feel like this is a new love situation. I think the I want to feel that way again is referring to somebody wanting to be open to love again after going through a pretty difficult time. Hi there, Miss Cherry B. Oh, that's perfect. All right. And the other thing is, I feel like this person is more conscientious or more aware of the fact that they have some things to work on when they're around you. Like you give them a little bit of insight into what it's like to be around somebody who's grounded, who isn't looking to put, toxicity in the air or negativity, and they really enjoy being around you. We have the King of Wands, the Six of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. I think you got somebody all up in their feels who is kind of confident that they wouldn't have to deal with this. Like somebody who is pretty consistently told yes or pretty consistently gets what they want and is probably seen by a lot of people as overly confident or a little bit cocky, maybe a little bit like the world is my oyster, but like a little entitled. There's something here about them being a little bit of a, I don't know. I don't know if I want to use the word simp, but that's kind of the word that's coming to mind. Somebody who is a little bit shy because they don't want everybody else to know just how much you have them wrapped around your little finger. Hello there, Jimmy. I hope you guys are all having a great night. We have the Page of Wands or Knave of Wands. So there's going to be communication coming in shortly that's going to tell you a little bit more about what this story is, but there's somebody here who's been making a plan. Maybe somebody who's been writing a letter to you or practicing what they'll say to you when they get the opportunity. But they've been thinking about you a lot and they've been contemplating their move. What is the move? And this Two of Pentacles, I think, is somebody who has really worked to find stability after having a period of instability that I think was primarily brought on by like external influences and toxicity that those people brought into the equation. So we've got the Magician and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So this is probably one of my least favorite magicians in terms of the various decks that I have back there. But we've got somebody here who is selfish, somebody who is also prone to envy, somebody that is used to getting their way. So this is somebody who doesn't necessarily feel like they have to play by the rules or be completely honest about what's going on because they're kind of used to getting their own way. Yeah. This is the kind of person that asks to be taken down a little bit, right? Like what is it, a peg? A notch. This is somebody who doesn't think they can lose. We have the Seven of Cups. This could be somebody who has a bit of a drinking problem or is quite often jovial as a result of drinking. Maybe not necessarily they have a problem, but they're like the life of the party, right? They like to kind of ham it up with people, get people laughing. But with the Two of Swords, I also feel like this is somebody who has realized that they aren't getting what they want, or what they thought they wanted isn't what they want anymore. It's like somebody feels they need to pivot and do something different. Let's get some Fairy Lenormand on the matter. Hi there, Voodoo. Welcome back. Also, Voodoo, you did such a nice job of calling out my personal reading situation. You let me know if you want to be a moderator and I'll turn that on for you. Well, I don't really like that. That's the snake, which, especially because we have the Seven of Cups already out here, this is giving me like illusion vibes, like somebody wanting you to see something a certain way or kind of push you in a direction that doesn't make sense. This is like misguiding you. Yeah, exactly, because we have a path here. Somebody wanted you or wanted your person to make the wrong decision. Why would they want that? To punish you. That's awesome, Reader. We've got one of my favorite cards in the Lenormand. This is the Whip. I'm not going to do it for you guys tonight, but if you've heard me give my stupid little the Whip, then you know that's what's going through my head right now. This is somebody who wants you to choose the wrong path because they don't want you to do better than they're doing. So keep in mind, this could be somebody misleading your person, right? You may know that this person is choosing wrong, and now you're finding out this person's choosing wrong because they're being guided to do so by somebody that they consider to be a friend or a trusted ally, family member, something like that, right? We have the Nine of Rings, which is the Nine of Pentacles in the Marigold deck. And then we have Temperance in the reverse. This is, to me, a like side-by-side comparison between the person who's being misled by a friend and their friend. One person is approaching or is at the point where they are quite independent, pretty, self-sufficient, but I don't think they're quite there yet with regards to their intuition or their connection to spirit. And with Temperance in the reverse, there's a pretty stark contrast with this person who's trying to lead the King of Wands energy astray. This is somebody who doesn't have their shit together. This is somebody who can't organize a list of things they have to actually do to make their life what they want it to be. They would much rather mess with other people so they can feel good about not making changes in their own life. Hey, is that such a bad thing? I mean, I guess cleaning up wouldn't really be fun there, Christina, but still. Oh, it's my favorite card again, you guys. You guys, look at this. This is decisiveness with the Two of Swords in the reverse. That's like somebody who has just walked through the crossroads. Yes, I had a decision. It wasn't easy, but I've made it. And it happened after I had a little bit of a chat with myself about what actually matters and whether or not I should be taking what other people think into consideration at all. Because, this card is the "What are you doing, Carmen?" Where you just like really take a look at the motivations or the things that you said, the goals that you have, the consequences, all of that stuff. And you decide, you know what, I need to do something different. I can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, right? We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, which again is about somebody who's being greedy, right? Or selfish, very self-absorbed. And this is the person trying to misguide the King of Wands. Now, we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, but remember, we all have both feminine and masculine within us, so don't get too hung up on that. We've got a Queen of Swords who is, generally pretty intelligent, but one to use her words to kind of control other people. With the Five of Wands in the reverse, this feels to me like somebody who is struggling to try to find a way to get the desired outcome, but can't make up a decision now that somebody has had a change of heart. So we may see the Hermit card come out because it looks like this King of Wands has realized that it's weak or feeding into, our inner demons to follow whatever this Queen of Swords is saying. So I feel like at some point we had the King of Wands basically say, I don't want to fight you anymore. And it may not have actually been a face-to-face thing. This might have just been somebody who's saying, you know what? I don't really want to talk about this anymore. I don't think like I need to actually discuss this with you. It's my life. I make the decisions that I want. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Cups. Somebody was trying to keep this King of Wands energy in an unhappy or depressive state. And with the Three of Cups there, do you see how there are two skulls that are kind of pouring into one? I feel like there were two different schools of thought, two different opinions. And this King of Wands kind of had to take his time figuring out what he believed, because a sunflower is generally something we associate with fire signs, right? And so that's our King of Wands right here. So we've got someone who was, I think, telling the truth to the King of Wands, and we've got somebody who was straight up lying, and it's probably this Queen of Swords. This could be an ex, by the way. All right, we're going to continue with the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Let's see it for Capricorn. Exactly, Miss Cherry B. All right, we've got Death, Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Chariot. Somebody might be ending a relationship here. This could be the King of Wands leaving the Queen of Swords. Because not only do we have the Nine of Pentacles here, but we also have an ending to a higher level relationship that wasn't very stable. But I also feel that this ending here is an ending that provides kind of like a scorched earth approach where someone can now move forward and rebuild or build a better foundation because they've removed the shit that was unstable. Queen of Swords. All right, what else do we have for Capricorn, please? Damn! What? Capricorn, that is pretty awesome. 2 tens, which indicate the best of the best, right? This is generational wealth with the pentacles, and with cups, this is like the happy family home, like white picket fence, dream job, ideal family, whatever it is. This is having it all. This is what you want. So I feel like somebody has basically reevaluated their life and decided that they needed to make changes that would actually set them up to have the life that they're looking to have. We have the Three of Cups again. We had that here as well. This is looking to me like somebody was trying to perhaps help the Queen of Swords with regards to being a little bit of a trickster. And with the Seven of Swords, this could be how the King of Wands figured out what the truth was. In other words, if the Queen of Swords was trying to get the King of Wands to think that you were an asshole, they may have, gotten one of their friends to make up some story, some gossip, make it out like you did something pretty ridiculous. So this King of Wands would be like, oh, well, I don't want to deal with that drama, right? And then that third party maybe spoke up and let that secret slip in a situation where other people figured it out. You may be seeing a lot of threes or a lot of twos. We have 2, 2, 2, and 3, 3. But we've got something here in terms of a small group of people and a lot of lies about the King of Wands and whether or not there's anything worth pursuing with you. All right, let's switch to... We're going to switch to the Black Tarot. I want to know more about you. You changed. Good for you. You've transformed, and it makes you a little bit untouchable. Devil in the reverse. I'm proud of you. Good work, Capricorn. You know what we have here? We have somebody who has leveled up, seen the world in a different light, and been able to acknowledge that some things are worth allowing into your sphere or your energy, and some things or some people are not. End of. There's a matter of fact kind of confidence that I'm reading from you, Capricorn, with this particular combo, because it's like, I don't know. It's the way that the skeleton is just kind of like walking out the door like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm out. I'll move on now. Yeah, I got better things to be doing here. So, see you later. You have figured out what you were allowing into your life that you didn't need to and why. Not just what, but why. Why do I want that? Am I dealing with codependency? Am I dealing with insecurity? And then you fix that shit. And I'm proud of you. Good work. And that's why you don't jive with some of these people. And that's why this Queen of Swords was threatened. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. You have made it painfully obvious that a lot of people just don't know how to express themselves, or that a lot of people have big egos and not much else. You have highlighted that a lot of people have inner healing that they need to do because you have demonstrated you know how to communicate your feelings and you don't care who wants to judge you for it. So you're coming across as very confident and very like tuned in to what you deserve and what your self-worth is, not letting anybody cross those boundaries like maybe you had in the past. We have the Eight of Spheres in the reverse, which would be like the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about mastering a skill or approaching mastery in a skill. Once you get to the Ten of Pentacles, which we have right here, that's where you get like all the like huge payout, you know, maybe a giant inheritance, whatever it is. You are acknowledging that what was stopping you or keeping you stagnant, whatever that was, insecurity, codependency, that was preventing you from leveling up. And you were like, oh, well, let me just remove this barrier to myself. Cool. And I also feel like with this Queen of Cups energy, you may have water prominently featured in your chart, but I think more importantly, there's something about you that people just really adore. Like, you have this realness that I think people are drawn to. And with the Six of Wands in the reverse, you find a way to be confident without being overly cocky. And I think that's something that you've also kind of drawn a contrast with the people around you in terms of the people who seem to be pretty cocky, you've noticed, are actually just covering up their insecurity. Whereas you have a genuine confidence because you do actually just kind of think you're the shit, right? You are. That's why. I mean, look at this. You are. We have the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, Capricorn. I bet it wouldn't even surprise you if I told you there are people watching you, right? Like, what's he gonna do now? What is she doing now? Oh no, oh no. It's like staring at you from the shadows because they don't want to have to confront you, but they're still kind of like it's not the train wreck kind of watching you. It's the I didn't we weren't supposed to do that. Like, you keep, 10 steps ahead of anyone who wants to make you look bad. You find a way to reinvent yourself, or you find a way to come out ahead, land on your feet, however you want to phrase it. But we also have this beautiful, I love this picture. I'm going to show it to you guys a little bit closer. A sense that you've had a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of separation from people because you did raise those standards and you did have to cut some people out. But with the Knight of Cups kind of traveling here, I see this as somebody who has dealt with things that needed to be dealt with, and now you're walking towards a brighter situation or more enlightened people. People that also know how to communicate responsibly and honestly so that you don't have to deal with, mind games or trying to guess what people are actually all about or what their intentions are, right? This is the Everyday Tarot. We have the Three of Swords. This is all about heartbreak. And I was planning to put it right here. So I feel like it's important to note that this is connecting the Page of Wands and the King of Cups in the reverse. So just to kind of help you visualize that, we have the King of Cups representing somebody who doesn't really feel comfortable communicating how they feel. And what is this person doing? They're writing a letter. So for some of you, this difficult chapter in your life has helped you find a better way to communicate how you feel. But it's also, for some of you, possibly going to lead to you writing a book, writing an album, something like that, that helps you transmute the pain from this particular part of your life. But you have elevated past it. Now, the other thing I see here is that there is somebody talking about your heart being broken, like probably this King of Wands. And this person is realizing that what they did, the change that they brought about, or the ending that they brought about, was not justifiable. It was not warranted. They treated you worse than they should have. They feel like somebody tried to sacrifice you. This Queen of Swords. Somebody tried to prevent you from being successful. They may have actually come after your job or tried to take something of yours. But I think mostly this is talking about the Queen of Swords trying to make sure that Capricorn didn't have their love interest. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords lied. The Queen of Swords knew the truth and manipulated it in order to get the outcome that the Queen of Swords wanted. And with the King of Cups, there's awareness on the King of Wands part in terms of her lying to him, but also a realization that his feelings are true and that he can't just forget about them. I don't think this King of Wands, who was maybe even a little bit of a fuckboy, I don't think he wants to be touching anybody right now. I think this King of Wands is kind of saving himself. Oh, that's so cute. This King of Wands is trying to wait for his Capricorn because there's unfinished business, and this King of Wands knows that that's true. Ten of Swords in the reverse. There's been enough time that's passed between the two of you where there's been some sense of healing. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse underneath the the Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Cups and the Hermit in the reverse. So basically, we've got somebody here who ended up rejecting this Queen of Swords, even though they'd known each other for a very long time, because this masculine energy realized that this feminine was trying to misguide him. This feminine energy was, I think, a rival, competition, or a family member, somebody who really wanted this king to stay away from Capricorn. Now we've got an acknowledgement that this masculine energy is better off making his own decisions, because even though people might see it as reckless, he knows exactly what he wants to do. All right, we're going to get a little bit of clarification from the Rider-Waite, the little guys, and then I'll call it a day on this one. There's our High Priestess. I feel like your intuition has improved here, Capricorn, as you've been able to identify what kind of blocks were in your life and how you could remove them. With the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, I think you already were aware that there was somebody specifically targeting your new beginnings and trying to make it difficult for you. I think you also are aware that somebody was trying to impact how you look at yourself or how your reputation came across to others. And at the end of the day, your energy spoke for itself, and people were able to see that you were actually quite dedicated to figuring out how you can improve your own life. That energy is not something you can fake, right? We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, right on top of the Knight of Cups and the upright. I think there's somebody here that's a little bit upset because they know this King of Wands is about to make a choice in love, and that the choice this King of Wands is going to make is not what somebody is hoping for. We have the Ten of Swords coming out sideways, indicating one person's recovery is another person's nightmare. because there's unfinished business here. No matter what the Queen of Swords wanted to do, wanted to make the King of Wands believe, there was still too much left on the plate. Too much left unsaid. This person still has a magnetic draw. Tell me more about the whip, please. Yeah, somebody wanted to prevent a new beginning and punish this King of Wands. Keep him unable to communicate his emotions and emotionally manipulate him with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who is cruel. Tell me more about the Chariot, please. Some reckless behavior. Somebody may be trying to move in silence and not let anybody know what their plans are, but it's towards a very happy home. So I think this is somebody admitting they have a thing for you and they want to be in love with you. They know that they acted against their better judgment or that they acted foolishly when they walked away from you or when they let you walk away, whichever it was. Yeah, it was bad planning on their part. They didn't really take the information and vet it, right? They just believed this Queen of Swords, and now they realize that was probably inadvisable, right? All right, we'll grab a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. Carry through with your plans. You've been wishing for something. Love and happiness is in store for you, more so in the future. I do feel like the number 25 is important or will prove to be important for many of you. And you will soon meet the one you most want to meet. So for most of you, this is somebody that you met briefly or maybe even in a past life. But this is somebody that is coming back or coming into your life soon. All right, you guys, I enjoyed the reading and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in the next reading. See you later.